Hi everyone, it's Kathy and the frog, the Rippet frog that I got at Stitch North. I'm Kathy from Kathy's Quilts and Stitching. I just came back from Stitch North weekend one. I've been struggling to find some words to describe the experience, and it's pretty much impossible. I'll try my best. It was overwhelming and exciting and just constant creativity from morning till night, inspiration, beautiful colors, beautiful people, amazing interactions and experiences. Um, it was also very overwhelming to be there as a um, Flosstube adjacent person sometimes. And I brought this on myself, partly because I made some stickers this year to give out. There, that's what they look like. I talked about it in my last video, and I gave them out, and people made the association, or I introduced myself, and I could only do a couple tables at a time, and I don't know if I got to all the tables because it was just really overwhelming. Because you then have these social interactions, which are beautiful and wonderful and amazing, and also for an introvert, tiring. So, anyways, I gave that out, met a lot of amazing people, and I got one from Catherine's Stitching Chronicles. So that was fun. And this is my April layout for my book of days. I stitched every day except I did stitch yesterday. I didn't write it in yet. 2 days, every day except 2 days. So at the end of the month, I will write down all of the projects that I worked on in April on this side. This was the label on my order that I made for Stitch North that I picked up there, and I'll tell you more about that later. So um, yes, I have mixed up all of my whips that I've worked on in April, plus my new projects from Stitch North and a few new things I got. Pardon me. I'm not going to show my swag bag because Stitch North Weekend 2 is still to come, and I don't want to wreck the surprise for anybody who is going next week to find out what they're going to get. But that was awesome. And I might talk about that in the future. It might just totally escape my mind. I don't know. Anything could happen. Okay, I have a few things here that, like this frog, everybody got a little Rippet frog that arrived on their table one morning, and that was really fun. He sits on my desk here. And so many wonderful gifts that people made. My friend Debbie gave this out to our table, um, and she made those. I have so many beautiful things that people gave me, and I was prepared for this year. Last year, it made me cry because it was so overwhelming. I'm like, why are people giving me things? I'm just not used to this level of kindness and um, generosity, and it was overwhelmed. But I was ready for it this year. So all the things, I have some more things on the piles to show you as I go, and many things that I don't haven't unpacked yet, so I don't know where they are. But anyways, just going to start. Oh, look at these. See these little scissor protectors? My friend Debbie gave me those too, I think. Or somebody else maybe gave me this. Was it you, Katie? I don't know. Anyways, I love. Got a few of those. And what I made for the gifts were this little needle book. And this is not a finished one because I abandoned it and I can't find a finished one. I probably gave them all away. Um, It's just a little needle book, or you can put your needles in here, or it can just be a thread bed. And then I put a ribbon on, and I put a little charm that says Canada. I sewed that on here. Can't find them in the piles right now, but um, the front had all different animals, and the back had this green fabric that I love. And this was a reject because I did the binding. So this is how I made it. I sewed the back and the front together. I sewed it to a piece of batting and flannel, which I wish I would have used felt. If I make them again, the next um, 2.0 variety will be a felt piece in there. And then I put a binding around the outside. So this is what it looks like with the binding. And then you just turn it and to this side and fold it under and stitch it down like that. So my first one I did by machine, and this is how it looked, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how the corners looked. Look at that. Come on. No, that's not good. And because I'm a hand stitcher, why am I doing it by machine? Why? Because it was going to be quicker. I still didn't like it, so started over. So then I started putting the binding on and preparing it for hand stitching. So you can guess what the next problem was. I didn't have enough time to finish as many as I needed to for all my table gifts. But anyways, there are still a couple that are unfinished that I will finish. And yeah, someday I might show you a real finished one, but I can't find one right now. But anyways, that's what I made for my table mates. Okay, next I'll show you this one and get this out of the way. I did put some stitches in this project over the month. The Cherry Garden Sampler. And I'm doing mine on 40 count. Glasses are in the pile. 40 count linen from Fiber on a Whim. And this is my very first 40 count project. And I hate it. Hate it. So small. So small. But it's so cute. And I will continue with it because I'm making myself. But it is hard to pick this up. It has to be a morning when I feel really like I'm firing on all cylinders and I'm able to manage it. It's really hard for me. Now I know a lot of people that do Flosstubes talk about 40 count, 50 counts, 56, whatever. That's never going to be me. But I did feel like I wanted to try it, and saw this pattern on Sean's YouTube Flosstube video. So I really want to make one like hers, and whether I can actually pull that off remains to be seen. Okay, that one's gone. My other problem child is here. This is called Stitcher's Heart. Come on. And I really, really like this, and I was just whizzing along, and I'm pretty frenetic when I'm stitching, depending on how my day is going, and I just kind of bop all around. And if I would not do that, if I would go in sequential order, I would not have these kinds of problems. But here we are. This is where I am. And this is a problem because I did this part, came up here, started going over here and around here, but there's a counting error here, right here. And so these are so squished together. All of this is this, and this is wrong. It's wrong. See how much space there is? Let's see if I can figure out how to show you this. See how much space there is between U and R in the pattern? And how much space there is between U and R in mine? There's enough space for 3 little dots in there. Not so on mine. So what's a person to do? And if you have any suggestions on what you would do, please leave them in the comment box below, because this is going to time out until I figure it out, which makes me so sad because I like it so much. So sad. What's it on? It's on 32 count mushroom Belfast linen 2/2. Oh, that's so sad. So sorry. I was having a great time and not paying attention and made all those mistakes, and so now I'm in big trouble. Bye. Okay, another problem child was this one. We Love Nature. I really loved it. I started it on a fabric piece that was too small. Are you sensing a theme? I just jumped in, too small. Okay, fine. At least I didn't do as many stitches wrong as I did on the other one. So then I got this piece of fabric dyed for me. Oh my gosh. Yes, oh good. Here's the label. From Anne's Crafts. Beautiful green piece. Think it's big enough? I won't be running out. That's a yard, I think. 18 count. So I won't be running out. And I was excited to get a piece in green because I think that will be great for this. Some of the greens, well, I might have to go to a darker or lighter thread, but since I'm just doing this from stash, it'll be fine. So I've solved the problem for that one, and I'm looking forward to a restart on that one. This one is not a problem child. This one is going very well as far as I know. So if you see a mistake, don't tell me, like really don't tell me. Okay, I'm doing this in various pink flosses from my collection. This is a pattern. Can't do both. There is room by the proper stitcher. And this is how far I am. I love it. Love, love. Very happy with that progress, and I will be enjoying working on that more. This is a hand-dyed piece of 18 count. 18 count seems to be my favorite these days, but I hear from other people that that varies as you stitch along in your journey. This is from Million of Stitches, and I really love it. Okay, it's that one. Okay, now my full coverage. On my third start, you can hear about that in previous videos, but this is where I am right now. Dun, da, da, dun. Da, 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 da. And I talked with Danielle, one of my table mates at Stitch North, about the problem with the bits up at the top. Those holes are supposed to be chronic number 4, and I can't find it. It's not in stock in places, and I'm not even quite sure what it is, but she gave me the idea for substitute, which is a petite braid, and I've already ordered it. So I will be able to fill in those parts along the top that with that floss that I didn't have. So look at that. And I wanted to show you, oh, this is what the, only we had 2 more hands. This is what the design is, the mini treasure hunt bookshelf. And I'm up here. Does that make any sense to you now? Yes, I hope so. I really love getting lost in that. I think full coverage is going to be a thing for me. So this is my little tablet. This is the pattern keeper icon. You just tap on that. Look at me being all techie. People who know me won't even believe it. There it is. That's all of my projects. Oh, you can't even see them all. Duh. Here we are. That's how it looks. So you've got the floss colors on the side, and I mean, there's no way you could ever screenshot that so I can show you. I mean, it won't help you. So there we are. That's how far I am. All the blue is done, and the places at the top where it's white are where that new petite braid is going to go whenever I get it. And yeah, so I'm pretty proud of myself that I've accomplished. I am an accomplished pattern keeper user. Add that to my resume, and loving my full coverage. Learning how to use my 5-year-old, what is this, tablet? Look at me being so cool. All right. I started the Lola Crow No picture here? Oh, look at that. Katie gave me that at Stitch North. That's a tiny modernist pattern. I don't know why it's in that bag. Hmm. Little lacrosse stitch along. Oh, there's my stickers. Everything's a hot mess. There's my stickers. If you want one, email me. I'll send you one. No, I don't have a picture here, but this is called Extraordinary Birds. Stitch along. It's a mystery, so you don't know what you're making. You just start with the instructions, and we have 6 weeks to build the frame. And I have been working on that, and I'm working at this on 18 count pearl gray hand-dyed Ada. And this is what I have so far. I have the owl in, and there's another bird over here, but I'm not that far yet. So I'm pretty happy about that. And that's on my tablet, which I just turned off also for my pattern keeper. But I can find out how much I've sewn because I have it in my book of days. Birds. I am 44.71% done step 1. So almost halfway. And actually is it 3 weeks? No, 1, 2, 3. Yep, we're 3 weeks in. The next step will come out May 16th. So I still have, I'm on track for actually not being behind in that. So I'm happy about that. This is a pattern bag that my friend Debbie made for me. Can you see that? I love it. And then it's got this kind of front, whatever that's called. Okay. Follow me for more technical terms, whatever this is called. Okay. So at Stitch North, I got 2 new project bags. This one is from Evertotes with the birds. This is my very first Evertotes bag. See that little, see that label there. Excuse my hair hanging on it. Yay! My first ever tote bag. And I love the birds. And inside was this little bag called I don't know. And inside I have one of my Stitch North projects that I had them kit up for me. This is called Chamomile Cottage by Diana Bloom Designs. And it is so fun to stitch. It is like, I can't really show you the pattern, but it is so beautiful because on each page, she has a quarter of the chart on a page. And then at the bottom, she has the code for the stitches, for the flosses that I can show you. And I love it because you don't have to keep looking it up all the time. Maybe I can show you just a tiny bit of how it goes. It's just so easy to find where you are and do your stitching. And these are the flosses that they put together for me. It's a mess now. They're all Roxy floss as the pattern called for. Oh, look. Here's my little bag that I got from Danielle with the sheep on it. And it opens up with a Velcro and you've got a little dish. Oh, got a pair of scissors in there. I should put in one with a point protector because otherwise it might poke a hole in my little bag here. So, okay. There, did I show that well enough? I love it. It was sitting in this project bag. Okay, here's where I am. I fussed around a bit about, oh, I didn't tell you what it's on. It's on whatever is called for. I wonder what it is. It'll say on the piece of paper. Yes. Dirty porcelain. Yay. 32 count dirty porcelain. And I fussed around about if it would be right. Actually, I think it's not dirty porcelain, it's actually just porcelain. Because of this floss color. So because I was at Stitch North, I could consult with Carrie of Roxy Floss, and she said it's going to be fine. It's supposed to be a softer color palette because it's spring. It's a spring design, and this is what she stitched it on. She was happy with it, so I'm happy with it. Very fun pattern, and I just love how she charted it. So, yeah. And then I got, I fuss around about my lighting system because the lighting there is poor, and I need good lighting. And every year I'm a fail. Every year, like this is two of two. So my friend Debbie got me this thing, which goes around your neck, or it can go on the table. And look at this. I'm going to blind you now. And she only charged me $15. I love it. I love it. It was a solution for me to stitch in bed and to stitch at Stitch North. And I don't have a lighting problem anymore. And that was a very cheap solution. And I'm so happy about it. Yay. And then I got another project bag from my table mate Steph, and her Flosstube is called Lake Girl Stitches. Look at that. Look at the birds. I got 2 bird bags. I love it so much. There's her tag. Lake Girl Stitches. Can you see that? I hope you can. Here's the front. She made this and gave one to everybody. And then look at this. Maker. I love it so much. Okay. I just feel like I'm a real stitcher now. But I'm a big girl, fancy pants stitcher, because I got a project bag with a zipper pull, and got all my stuff in there, all organized. And so this was the exclusive for Stitch North by Pansy Patch Designs called Serenity. And if you look on my blog, which is Kathy's Quilts and Stitching.blogspot.com, you can see a photo of Lori, who's the designer, with the finished project, which is so gorgeous, and my little start. And yes, I met her because she was there selling her patterns. And I love this. I don't love the white house, but I will do it because it looks great on the finish. But I love the saying here, which is serenity and peace is all she needs. And that is true. And I love this big hippie lady in her skirt. Love it so much. So I got the floss pack that came with the Serenity pattern. And yes, floss is everywhere. And this is how far I got. You see? Now, you eagle-eyed folks are going to see a mistake in the roof of that house. I know, I saw it too, as soon as it was done. So then I consulted my table mates. Oh, I'm loving doing these letters. Oh, like even now, I just want to forget about work and quit my job and just stitch those letters. Live on the street and be homeless. Don't joke about it. The roof, I switched colors for some unknown reason about a little more than halfway through. So my table mate said, what you can do is just say the sun is shining on that house on this side of the house. And that's why it's lighter there. And then you can make the windows lighter on the side and look like you meant to do that because the sun is coming from that way. And I like that. I might do that. And we'll see. I really don't want to take it out. But isn't that beautiful? I'm just gonna stitch all day, stitch all day, stitch all night. Who needs groceries? Thank you, Steph. Love my bag. Love, love, love. Okay, what's in this pile over here? This is a pile of fun things, some patterns we got. This was a very fun design by Kate. Kate has channel called Making Things with String. She's so lovely, and she gave us this. And if you know, you know. If you've been attacked by geese or heard about people being attacked by geese at the University of Waterloo, nearby where I live, there were some students that were attacked if they came out of their building by a Canada geese. And they are terrible creatures. Terrible. They leave their poop everywhere. They're a menace. I'm totally going to stitch that. And I'm going to stitch it on one of these pieces that I got. What do you think? One of these. One of those little tiny bits that I picked up like this at the Roxy booth. Just like they're like little candies that you can't resist. So you buy a few today and you buy a few tomorrow. And then this is called Sea Party, 18 count. What's this one? This one I don't know what the name is. Yeah, who cares about the name? That's a 20 count. I'm excited to try that. Okay. And then these are the patterns I bought. This is from Blueberry Ridge, which was right beside Pansy Patch, and I think it might be her daughter. Someone told me, but I don't know if that's true. Cannot confirm. In nature. And then she did a series, and I'm going to do all of these, hopefully in this lifetime. That's autumn. That's when I'll start with if it's spring and I get to it. I'm telling you, the samples are mind-blowing. Summer, winter. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, then I I had a bit of a fit at Pansy Patch. Like I don't know what happened. I came back and I had a bag full of stuff. I'm like to my table mates, I don't know what just happened. I lost my mind there for a minute. Come on, Blackbird sampler. Love it. And this one is already kitted up. Honeybee sampler. This is what's called for. What do you think? Hang down there. This is on speculoos. And this is creme brulee. Now she said to stitch it on arrowroot, but I like speculoos better. Is that gonna work? Oh my gosh, what is this? This is random piles of fabric that were in my bag. Don't know what it is. That's 18 count oatmeal and an 18 count porcelain. I still haven't unpacked all my bags, so let me take a drink. I don't know what happened. Can't explain it. Okay. This is Canadian Sampler. I also worked on it this month. It is here. And I stitch in hand, so I roll things up and clip them with little clips. These are little clover clips or the clips that my friend Debbie makes. They're so cute. Anyways, this is where I am. Made a lot of progress on the house, and I'm very happy with how it's turning out. Can you see that? Yeah, good. It made me very happy to work on this leading up to the election and just thinking about Canada and our global reputation and global relations, and just made me very happy to stitch on it. And this is by Erin Elizabeth Designs. Did I say that already? And this is a 14 count easy grid Ada. Oops, showing you the back. There, I'm not ashamed of my backs. I have messy backs and I don't care because I'm just having fun. Yay. Okay, what else is in this pile? Well, these are just some other patterns that I bought. That one doesn't have a color chart. Here's a little red sampler by Girl with a Gavel Stitch, Girl with a Gavel Stitches. And this is the other one, KR 1863. I bought those because of Mama Loves You GB. Or were they free? I'm not exactly sure if they were free or I bought them, but somehow I got them. And I'm just loving the way new designers chart. Can I show you a bit of that? So easy to follow, so easy to see. I don't have to take it to the Staples to get it, or the library to get it enlarged. I can just open it up and find a piece of fabric and start stitching. This one, Roma Creations, do more of what makes you happy. Definitely going to do that. There's no cover photo for those. If it's just a chart that I downloaded as a freebie, then it doesn't have a photo usually. Okay, stop messing around in these papers. All right, Catherine, get it together. There we go. There's my April summary and my Stitch North summary. And everything is a bit in a hot mess right now. Overwhelmed with ideas and creativity and not very much organization yet. So let's hope that falls in line fairly soon. But that's it for my April stitching journey. It was an exciting, wonderful month. And I hope you'll come back to see me for my May summary show video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.